get two up there who are also left-handers.
Very rare indeed. I can't think of a specific match off the top of my head where both players were left-handed. I know that certain tournaments have seen multiple left-handers, like James Wade and Martin Phillips at the Grand Slam, James Wade and Mark Webster. They did play each other, James Wade and Mark Webster, at Sindelfingen at a European Tour event a few years ago. And that one, John, ended with an argument between the players. We are hoping that that doesn't happen here.
Oh, I don't think we're going to have too many arguments between these two.
55.
Spoke very positively about their expectations and about what they hoped they were going to achieve. And also their respect for each other. That's a lovely start.
I've known Sue Smith for quite a few years, and I am almost embarrassed to say this. I didn't know she was left-handed. I've just spoken to her as a friend and as someone who has been at Pro Tour venues and different opens around the country, but I had no idea she was a lefty.
Away from darts, she's a finance manager. That's how she earns the pennies.
She's a very good one as well.
Look after your pension?
Not at the minute, but if she wins this match, I might give her a call. This is a very good start from Sue. Very steady. When it comes to Lancashire female dart players, look no further than the Lancashire Rose, the four-time champion, the only four-time world champion in world darts. You think about Bristow got 5, Barneveld's got 5, the likes of Part, Lowe, they've got 3, but Ashton's the only one with 4.
Lisa Ashton, great credit to women's darts.
85.
One person who might get a 4th this year is Michael van Gerwen, and I suppose it's a really apt thing to say at this juncture.
Look at this.
He's never won a game on this stage, John Rowling. Never.
Well, that's a fabulous visit. She couldn't get those out quickly enough, should she? She's delighted.
She's left double 3. She didn't want to leave it. What a great start in this game as we get a top shot in a 160.
My goodness.
Oh, this is fireworks at the start.
Suzanne, you require 6.
So double 3. Oh, what about that?
Suzanne Smith.
And her fans are delighted with that one. A nice 16 darter to start it off. And Sue Smith is ahead. And that is a break of throw.
Yeah, great credit to her. First leg on the stage here at Lakeside.
45.
And she looks really comfortable.
I think she was more terrified about being interviewed by me in the run-up to this.
60.
I'm serious. I'm serious. She was beside herself with nerves about having a microphone put in front of her.
Maybe she was just nervous about being interviewed by Lord Rowling. Well, a lot of players are like that. I think about...
Well, afraid of being spoken to by me.
My good friend Dave Chisnell always said, I'd rather play darts than be interviewed by anyone. You put a microphone in front of them and they freeze, but put them in front of a dartboard, they can thrive.
Well, it's not everybody who can talk into a microphone, I guess, and it's certainly not everybody who can throw darts. I wouldn't like to swap places with these guys.
Well, I can't do the lat. That's why I'm talking on the microphone.
Jo would love to get herself into this game pronto.
You mentioned the good form of these ladies coming into this, and they did play each other in the Slovak Open final on the 25th of February this year, and it was won by Jo by 5 legs to 2.
59.
Full credit to Jo for winning that tournament.
Had a last leg decider against Laura Turner on the way to that final.
138.
We'll see Laura Turner playing against Mikuru Suzuki in this tournament. First round match for the defending champion from Japan against one of the locals in Laura. Laura's been spending a lot of time on the microphone in the last couple of years instead of playing.
Started right here in this commentary box.
Indeed, and that was when Mikuru won against Lorraine Winstanley. It was a few years ago now, and it was Lorraine Winstanley who lost out to Sue Smith in the semi-finals of that Slovak Open. And that was 4-0 to Sue. She's looking for 2-0 here.
Decent standard this match. Oh, that doesn't help. Treble 17 will leave double 12. Could go 25 bull, that would be an alternative. And that's the way she's going.
This looks inviting.
Oh, good effort.
Almost did the Prinz there. Prinz got the 25 first on the 1-3-2 and got the bull at the end, but Sue couldn't find it. Tops for Joe. Great stuff. Enjoying this game. This is really good stuff from both ladies.
Yep, they started impressively.
Who are you hanging your hat on for this women's title? And John, I'm going to put you on the spot.
The actual overall title winner.
Yeah.
I would go for a successful defence.
It's a good call for Suzuki to have 3 on the bounce.
I think she's clearly the one to beat.
She's had some good results this week in the Live League. Perfect preparation.
45.
I thought Rianne played beautifully earlier on, but can she put the matches together and play at that standard? And she'll have to.
Well, the good thing, if you're a Rianne O'Sullivan fan, is that you're getting the opportunity to see her play it. When she's here, she's a threat. And judging by these two so far, they're not going to go quietly, that's for sure.
No, it's not shabby.
60.
It's a lovely action that Sue has, very smooth. Joe's action's very compact.
That's unlucky. Pretty sure that was out of the treble bed.
I do like nicknames that don't start with a the. Just rolls off the tongue a bit better. Twinkle's a very interesting one.
She wants to be a little star tonight.
Wants to have that twinkle in her eye before she goes to bed. I know that Jared Cole's probably still smiling after his win against Wolfie, and it seems like a long time ago since that happened. It's been a long day.
Oh, good darts. He's inviting her to fill it up, but it's not a bad consolation.
Yeah, this leg's in the balance, unless Sue can find a nice conversion on 100.
60. Suzanne, you require 100.
Well, let's see if she can do it. Big moment. Oh, needed treble 20 for double 10.
60.
But that'll do.
Joe, you require 100.
Maybe.
One treble, one single, one double. Sounds easy. That leaves 92. 2 options left. She could go treble 20, which everybody would in that spot, but of course she did have the option of treble 18, double 19.
I think not.
66.
I don't think anybody in the right mind would go that way. Tops.
This is the right call.
There we go.
The third leg, Suzanne Smith.
And Suzanne gets ahead again.
Fourth leg, Suzanne.
Loyal supporters.
Game on.
The Newport Pagnell Massive.
Yeah, whenever I go past Newport Pagnell services on the M1, I'll think, I can't be far from Sue's place now. And her vociferous fans. Not that far from the Milton Keynes area down to this part of Surrey. Maybe 90 minutes or so. Traffic permitting.
Tell me about it. There was a big accident on the way down when I was making my way down on Friday. It took me about 5.5 hours to get down from Lincoln.
That's not good.
45.
I think there's a lot of people in the darting fraternity who are looking at maybe Bo Greaves is ready to win this title. And there have been, you know, a few whispers about the people who are not in this tournament, of course. No Lisa Ashton, no Trina Gulliver, unfortunately, the 10-time champion.
Well, Bo Greaves has been there or thereabouts, hasn't she? I mean, she won in the Isle of Man, so clearly she's got a very, very live chance. Have you any idea who is the favourite with the bookies?
It's a very, very good question. I think you've got to look at maybe Makuru for that, or possibly.
Somebody just told me over my talkback, who presumably looks a little fluttered, that it's Bo Greaves at 7-4.
I'm not surprised by that, because when Bo plays well, she plays well in clusters. She'll go to a festival tournament and win everything. And it's the singles, the pairs, the youth singles, the youth pairs, she'll win everything.
Well, she's in a position now, Suzanne Smith, to take this opening set. Just needs to close this one out.
She's cutting a very relaxed figure on that stage, John.
Yeah, she's playing well.
Very different to Priscilla Steenbergen from earlier, who was visibly nervous, but this is for the set.
16, first ball of call, and she's put it out of the board. Well, she can see the funny side of that. That was a bit of a nervy one. Trying to stay away from the treble and put it way out. Tops she needed, but Clements not on a finish.
That's the moment where you can afford to have a dart like that. Coming back for tops of 3 darts for the set. These are the kind of moments you think you're going to be confronted with.
Tops then, here we go. This for the opening set for Suzanne Smith. Oh, double 10 now. Just to reset. No.
26.
One's a bit ugly. A double that nobody likes, double 7. Clements had a shot at this a little bit earlier in the set. Getting closer to the finishing mark, but slowly. And Smith, if she's going to miss this double 7, it has to be about a centimetre under.
Here she goes. Well, that's more than a centimetre. And there's the adjustment. And the first set's in the bag. Suzanne Smith.
She was a little bit shaky at the end of that first set. The fact of the matter is, over the course of the whole set, she looked more comfortable and more capable throughout the contest. And if she does maintain that level, then Jo Clements is going to have to find a little bit more than she found in set 1.
What were the averages? Where are we? They were about mid-70s, weren't they?
Yeah, 74 for Suzanne Smith. Just a shade under 70 for Jo. Just goes to show what we saw from Rhiannon O'Sullivan earlier, because she was up close to 90. That's why we're talking her up a bit.
45.
I just think it's really interesting as well, John, that we talked about Lisa Ashton earlier. The hairstyle of Jo Clements is very reminiscent of the style that Lisa had when she won her first Lakeside title, with that red tinge and the short side part, and it's very reminiscent of what we've seen from Lisa in the past.
41.
Maybe she's trying to unearth the power of the Lancashire Rose.
Well, she needs a bit of that right now. Just one match remaining after this. Paul Hogan and Tomo, that will be a goodie.
Yeah, we don't call him Justin, we just call him Tomo.
He is no. Do you know? I can honestly say I don't think I've ever heard it. I don't think I've ever heard anybody. I'm sure his mother calls him Justin, and maybe his wife, but I've never heard anybody call him Justin. It's always, "Hello, Tomo, how you doing?"
Yeah, I remember the first time he walked into Dandenong Darts Club on a Thursday night. Steve Duke Senior, who's played here 3 times, just said, "Tomo." That was it. That was the first time I met Tomo. Only a 4-hour drive to darts on a Thursday night.
26.
Well, Smith moving down towards the finish. Looks as though she's in a dominant position in this leg as well.
60.
She often does get that little bit of a flyer dart on that third one, because she tends to walk after it, needs to stay in position before walking after the visit. But like you say, John, she's in a commanding position here.
Suzanne, you require 108.
108 needed. finish now.
Should be down to the 17s.
And is, but she got a 3. It was not what was required.
If she's looking on the bright side, she's in 2 dart range now. 2 single 20s.
81.
Will leave tops.
Suzanne, you require 80.
Let's see what she can do. There's the first one. There's the second. Oh, and
40.
only just over pitched.
Joe, you require 123.
Got to be 19s first. Treble 18 for Bull. Beautiful dart. And a great check out as well. Fair play to you, Joe. Beautiful start to set 2. And Suzanne Smith will feel rocked by that.
Game on.
1, 2, 3, a brilliant check out. And that is the way it finished.
I'm saying a few bullseye checkouts tonight.
82.
Well, she's showing that she can produce quality darts, Joe Clements.
100.
There's a bit of a hush over set 2. There was a lot of volume from Suzanne Smith's posse here at the Lakeside, but they've been silenced by that first leg of the second set.
40.
I've been getting many a tweet and many a text message over the course of the last couple of hours from
121.
many of my friends from the ladies darting fraternity. They're all watching on to see who's going to go into round 2 today, and there will be more matches tomorrow for the ladies.
41.
And particularly looking forward to one match tomorrow in the ladies draw.
41.
Lorraine Hyde of Scotland against TKO Tori Kewish, one of the best nicknames in the ladies game. Here's a little factoid for you about Tori. She was thinking about giving up darts for Australian rules football. She's actually missing one of her rounds back in Victoria to play here.
That is an interesting, interesting career change, interesting game change.
59.
Just a little different. One non-contact sport to one that is extremely physical.
Joe Clements has definitely upped her level of performance since the end of that first set.
Absolutely right.
And 144. That's a good visit, though.
Joe, you require 144.
144. This had hurt. Great first dart. Oh, couldn't follow it. Just needed another for double 12.
128.
But that's nevertheless a fabulous visit.
She really has upped her level. Treble 19. And even though Suzanne Smith has bossed the scoring in this set, she could be 2-0 down.
And she might be going 2-0 down. Double 8 needed. There it is, she is indeed. And Joe Clements beats Suzanne Smith in the final of the Slovak Open, looking to repeat that tonight. And she's now given herself a real chance, at least of squaring the match up.
Old school darts as well here, Johnny. Look at the barrels of Joe Clements. They don't make darts like that anymore. Everything's skinny tungsten and it's got colours all over it. They're an old school set. They look like they were made in the 1990s.
Or even the 1980s. Looks like the sort of stuff that John Lowe used to throw.
Yeah, big, thick ones, like Dave Whitcomb used to use when he was a finalist here twice.
Well, there's definitely been a change of the tide somewhat in this match. Joe Clements has really come back into this game with a vengeance.
There's a hush over this crowd because I'm sure they thought that Suzanne Smith was going to steamroll this match, but that break really did come at the right time for Joe. She's collected herself and lifted that standard to a level that is starting to worry her opponent.
Oh, that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. Taken the darts and had a real chance there to kick on, and it's not really happened. Oh my word, where's that?
Wrong club, John. Needed a 9-iron, that was a 7.
40.
The corresponding game tomorrow night on Sunday will be Laura Turner of England and Mikuru Suzuki, the defending champion.
95.
I think we'll be doing that.
Yeah, looking forward to it immensely. Love to watch Mikuru play it. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a bit of a Mikuru Suzuki super fan. Plenty of them out there. She's a superstar back in Japan. And she's having an effect on the next
140.
batch of Japanese players coming over.
That's more big scoring from Jo Clements just when she needed it, and she's now poised to take the set to level this match up. 55 required. She's done the hard work with serious scoring to set it up, and now looking for 15, which she's got, and now tops. Double 10. Well,
35.
close, but she may well get another chance.
Likelihood is Clements comes back, and she will. Don't see many people check out 143. That's a very difficult check out. Double 10 is much easier.
Clements has had a 1, 2, 3 in this match. Double 5 now. And there it is. We're back on level terms, and it really is anybody's match now.
Third set, first leg.
No emotion from Jo Clements as well.
Game on.
That was the celebration of a Terminator. No emotion shown. She knows there's more to do.
85.
Battling to not only take this famous title, but the eventual winner of the women's event will take a £25,000 first prize.
Not at all the biggest prize that the ladies have had at this tournament in its history. And it's about time as well. For years, they were not compensated enough, in my opinion. And I was leaping on my soapbox about 4 years ago when Lisa Ashton was winning her 4th title, saying it's just not enough. And the WDF have done something about it, so fair play to them.
60.
Good start to this first leg of the deciding set from Jo Clements, the Lancastrian.
45.
It's an all-England clash, this one, and the British Isles have dominated the Ladies' Championship in its history. Of course, Trina Gulliver and
60.
Lisa Ashton have won 14 titles. One for the Netherlands from Frances Hunselaar, and Japan's got a couple. Russia's got 3.
26.
We'll see a few nations tomorrow as well, the likes of Italy.
Russia's got 3. Anastasia's actually got dual nationality, hasn't she? So
140.
we could claim that as one for is it Ellesmere Port she lives?
Yeah, you'd have to ask Anna. I've spoken to her this week and she says she's fine.
Electing not to play in this event this time. I think she wanted to court any controversy as a result of what's going on elsewhere.
I think she would have loved to have been here. But we will see some other nations represented tomorrow, the likes of Italy for the first time with Francesco Raschini. Looking forward to seeing what he can do.
30.
Sweden with Vicky Prem,
81.
and a few other nations tomorrow as well.
Treble 12 would leave double 13. Single 12 would leave the bullseye now. And this is for a break of throw. Big dart. It was a good effort.
Suzanne seems to be trying to steady herself a little bit more in this third set. Oh, it's a great first start. That leaves 85.
Well, the first darts provided the opportunity for the treble 15 and then double tops. But now Smith 25, presumably 9 double 8. Oh, she's not. Double 4.
17.
17 double 4 she went.
The
The normal way.
Didn't work out when Clements is going for double 8. That could be too close. She can't see much of this.
It's a bit of a blocker. Look how far wide she's having to go.
Oh, what a dart from Joe Clements. One of the best darts of the day. Extraordinary.
She must have been fully 3 feet wide of the centre of the oche there, and throwing it in from that distance, a greater distance to travel, different angle, and she judged it to perfection.
That was a wonderful shot. And Suzanne Smith's got to stop the rot here. She's lost 4 legs in a row now. If she can't stop that rot, she's going to be eliminated.
There's a real steely determination about Jo Clements. She's got the poker player's face fix, hasn't she? She's not giving any sort of real emotion. I'm sure it'll come at the end if she wins it, but she's not giving anything away.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play her at poker, that's for sure.
Are you any good at that game?
I've been known to have a game. Not successfully.
Yeah. Bit of a way to lose friends in my experience.
Yeah, that's true. Never mix friends and money.
That's a good last start. Needed that.
She's been a little bit erratic over the last 4 legs, has Suzanne. She's just got to maintain a bit more accuracy on that lipstick and just pick it off at least once a visit.
Shakes her head, a little bit frustrated that what was happening with such automatic accuracy early in the match is now being sought for and not really found.
This is where we find out what these ladies are made of. They're getting close to the finishing line, and this is where the knees start to wobble a little bit more, and you start thinking about the possibility of a first win on the stage. It would be a first for either of them, of course, because they're both making their debut. I don't see many players, John, using big heavy barrels like that, short stems and pair flights. It's a very old school way of constructing a projectile. That's a great miss there from Suzanne, getting an extra 20 bonus points.
80.
Well, 80 will do very nicely. She's nicely placed to square up this set on 88. This is going to be the old Bobby George
60.
words, isn't it? Scoring for show, doubles for dough. It's going to come down to a real test of nerve.
Well, Suzanne's gone treble 16 first here, and she's going to miss the single with the 3rd dart. So she's not on a double yet, but she will be soon.
That was a bit of a loose last start. She was looking for the 16, wound up with a 7. So now 49 to make it level.
Suzanne, you require 49.
She's going to go for the single 9. Just starting to miss a few targets now. That's 37 left. That leaves double 16. And that's a lovely find from Suzanne Smith, because she's now level in this final set.
Like Joe to throw first.
Things are starting to get a little bit more vociferous.
Who's the best left-hander you've ever watched, John?
James Wade.
Yeah?
I don't think there's. I think I can say that fairly definitely.
Yeah, convincingly. Former champion of the world, Mark Webster, 2008, but of course he hasn't won as many majors as James. But you go back a few more years, you think of Alan Glazier, the ton machine. What a player he was.
That is going back a bit.
I like to delve into the history of the game.
Surprised you can remember him, a mere boy like you.
No, I only read about him, never met the great man, but saw him in a few magazines and catalogues over the years. What a player.
26.
I remember watching him play in front of that huge crowd at Alexandra Palace at the News of the World tournament.
We used to get vast crowds in there once upon a time. Absolutely stupendous event. Thought for a minute that was Steve Beaton.
When Steve beating the 1996 champ. He's probably on a beach somewhere, topping up his tan. Well, he might actually be playing in Barnsley this weekend.
You don't top up too much tan there.
No, you don't.
Can be a bit brassic at this time of the year.
Whenever you see someone with a good tan and they're in Barnsley, you think, you didn't get that tan here.
It's usually a spray. Well, that is potentially a little bit costly.
30.
And Joe Clements can fire away here.
Just got to be careful here. Might use the 19s now. Should have. 4 19s after that first start. Would have left 170, but she does have a bit of a buffer in leg 3 here. Remember, no tiebreaker. So if it does go to 2-2, it's a one-leg shootout to see who goes through.
Wouldn't be amazed, just a surprise to see it go all the way, would it? It's been that sort of a match.
Absolutely right.
Nip and tuck all the way. Steady on, boy.
Winner of this match will play Kirsty Hutchinson, one of County Durham's finest, the number 6 seed.
59.
Clements on a finish. Smith still not at this point. 2:03 remaining. That's not good enough.
She's just walking after that third dart a bit too quickly, isn't she? She's almost tripping over the hockey, trying to retrieve the darts too quickly. And Clements has got 6 darts from this position to put herself within one leg of this contest.
Oh, came downstairs with a beautiful cover shot. Lancashire's Twinkle on tour. I wonder if that's daughter Charlotte. She's got her supporters here.
Heavy likelihood. Now, Suzanne really wants to go for a maximum here, but this will be a silly time to do it. That's a great approach. Great pressure on this 66.
Now, treble 10, or will she go elsewhere? She goes treble 10 and gets it for double 18. That is terrific. Good darts. Withstood the pressure and produced when it counted, and now is within a leg of a place in the next round.
How good was that under pressure?
Brilliant. There was a certainty about it, wasn't there? There wasn't any sort of 66 now. What are we going to do here? She was straight at it on the double 18 and absolute certainty of purpose.
I'm going to have to check if this lady is a Terminator. She is giving nothing away. I just love her mental game in this match. She's really played within herself, but at times she has been so clinical when she's needed it.
That's just a glimmer of a chance, a little bit of an opening for Smith, and she's taking it. Another treble would be brilliant.
100.
Good effort, but that's a decent consolation, keeping her ahead.
When you've been denied a title by your opponent in this match, you do not want to think tomorrow morning when you wake up, she denied me the second round at Lakeside too. Don't want to run into that person too much.
Yeah, conversely, Joe will think, I've had her before and I'll do it again. And she'll think that she's in a great position in this match, which indeed she is.
If you offer this position to any lady in any match, they would take it, because it's a genuinely good position to win a match.
Getting a bit nervy now. You can almost sense the nerve ends getting a little bit frayed.
This is what it's all about.
That's a great last dart.
Yeah, finding out what you can do under pressure. It's like Philip Taylor once said, you can't practice something, something, something. I can't finish that sentence. Can't say it on live TV. But it was very, very appropriate.
176 now. Oh, its game plans go out of the window in the heat of composition, don't they? I mean, I remember Mike Tyson used to say, when people fought him, everybody's got a plan till you get hit in the nose.
So true. Everyone's got a plan until you put yourself in this position. Now you find out how good you are. 76 to take us to a one-leg shootout.
This is big. 16 to leave tops, and she's missed it. What a big, big miss that is. Good job, Clements is well back on 143. She's had 123 in this match, but this is a big ask.
The last time I saw this checkout in this championship was Oliver Ferencz. And it's not going to happen right here. 77 scored. Down for the treble 10 again. Doesn't get it this time, but Smith needs this now.
Tops then to keep the match alive. Great darts. And so it goes on, and so it goes to the deciding leg. And it was kind of always going to be that way, wasn't it? Jo Clements with the darts. Can Suzanne Smith find the break? Well, we will see in the next minute or two.
85.
These girls will be very well versed in one-leg shootouts. They play a lot of short format stuff locally, for their county, for their country, and in tournaments.
First visit, next to nothing between them. That's a bit of a flyer. Great adjustment.
121.
Terrific. After that first dart.
That is an incredible recovery after that single one. Mounting pressure on Suzanne Smith, who only finds 60. Still has the darts and has had the better 6 darts at the start.
That's a lovely adjustment again. And she's finding good scoring form when she needs it.
9 darts thrown in this leg, John. 4 big trebles. That's very good under this pressure.
And 1 visit away from finding a finish. 195 remaining. A minimum of 6 darts from here, and with Smith back on 277, could well be more. She's coming downstairs.
59.
That's okay. But Suzanne knows that she needs 2 60s now. There's one of them. Almost gets another, but it's not enough.
136, first opportunity to take the match. She can't do it now, but she'll get another chance because Smith not on a finish.
55.
We've already seen one match today where both players had match darts. Andreas Harrison missed 6, and Laszlo Kadar managed to win with the only chance he got. Can Clements win with this chance?
81 she needs. And she's found 21, so 60 remaining, 20 for tops. Tops for the match. No.
This would be some way to finish this contest. It's not on anymore. So Jo comes back in the knowledge that 3 darts she has for the outer ring to win.
Double 10 for Jo Clements to prove victorious once again, and she does. Beautiful dart, and now the smiles are there. A sporting hug.